Hi everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I don't know if you've noticed, but I am in a different place today. I'm so excited to bring you guys with us. We are actually on a workcation. So James and I are life partners and business partners, and we run our very own chartered accountancy practice together. We had to head down to Penzance for some very exciting life things that are happening in our personal life. So we headed down to Penzance for the weekend and we actually decided to stay. So we've just rented a little static caravan for the week, and we are right by the sea, and we decided to stay down here for the rest of the week to work. So we're just working remotely by the beach, having slightly later starts than normal. I normally get up at 5, we've been getting up about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning. Lots of lovely walks on the beach, ice cream, amazing food, lots of fish and chips, and lots of work in between. And this is actually the first time we've ever done something like this. We kind of had a bit of a reflection a couple of weeks ago and just sort of thought, like, when you think about becoming self-employed and like being your own boss, like what were the things that you wanted to do? And actually doing things like this and having the flexibility and the freedom was a really huge part of that. So we decided to extend our break down here, come and work down by the coast, and it has been amazing. Today has already been crazy. We got up, we had some bacon and eggs. I've just been having lots and lots of calls with the team, making sure they're all set up, trying to clear my inbox, and I'm now just heading on to, I'm actually running a webinar for the Institute of Financial Accountants to talk to lots and lots of other accountants about what it's like running your own practice, how we use practice management software within our practice to help manage all of our deadlines and all of our tasks. Again, just wanted to like bring you guys so you can see that it is possible to work anywhere, and whilst the background is different, the work we do is basically the same. And so you guys can come behind the scenes on our workcation. Let's go! Alrighty, so I've just got off the Institute of Financial Accountants webinar all about how to use practice management software in practice. So there were over 200 accountants signed up for the webinar. So it was me and Aaron, who you guys know as the QuickBooks chap, chatting all about practice management software to actually run and scale a practice. So that was really good. I've now got James. So we're now just getting our head down for a little bit until we stop and have some lunch, but I thought I'd show you guys the view. This is the view. The sea is actually just over there. So we are going to sit for a little bit at the kitchen table, just sit, work for a bit, clear some emails, get caught up, and then I'll speak to you guys in a bit. You gotta leave me here right now before we make this even worse. It's gonna hurt even more than this. What are you doing, James?
Trying to get signals so I can get a gateway code.
The glamorous life of the workcation.
There it is.
Hello. Coming to work with us. Hi everybody. So it is a really nice day. So I've actually just been working with the sort of like patio doors open because it's just so lovely and sunny. A little cat's just potted into the living room, so very happy about that. So I've been spending some time this afternoon. It is fast approaching the end of this tax year, which ends on the 5th of April 2022, and so I actually have a book, an ebook called The Tax Guide for Influencers, and so I actually this afternoon have just been working on the final little tweaks to release the Tax Guide for Influencers 21-22, so that as soon as this tax year ends, lots more influencers can purchase the book online and use that book to actually file their tax return themselves. So I've just been putting the final tweaks to the actual book. I've uploaded the book, so it is now live on my website. I've just popped some emails out to lots of different influencer agencies that we work with. So we actually have influencers and agencies on our books as clients, so we work super closely with them, and then we also have a wider network of influencer agencies and influencers that we work with too. So I've actually just been sending emails out to lots of different agencies so that they can distribute the tax guide for influencers to their talent as well as within their own teams. Wow, so that's been really cool. The influencer agencies actually get discount codes, so if influencers come to me through agencies, they get 10% off the book. If somebody buys the book and then becomes a client, they actually get the cost of the book refunded to them as well. The discount codes are actually fantastic because it means that we can how much work each influencer agency is sending to me, and sort of identify trends and traffic based on those things too. So in terms of like analytics, it gives me great analytics into sort of like which relationships are working really well, who actually distributes the stuff I send to them, to their talent, and then obviously who actually buys as a result of it. So that's really cool. So I'm probably just gonna get my head down, clear my inbox, eat some strawberries, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Wish you the best and say goodbye. You start to get dressed and then we cry. 'Cause we both know it's I have cracked on and got some more work done while James was in his meeting. James is now out of his meeting. The cat is now asleep on our bed. So that's the situation. But James is out of his meeting. I am gonna wrap up some bits, and me and James are just gonna have a little catch up, talk about our day, because even on holiday, we actually end up working sort of in separate parts because we're both on calls all day and stuff. So we're just gonna have a little catch up about how our day's gone. So come on. Hello. So we went to the clubhouse to pick up some food. Our order actually didn't go through, so we had to wait like an extra 25. We ordered the food half an hour before we went to collect it, and then we went to collect it. We couldn't collect it because the order didn't go through. So so we played pool and I won, and then we just got home. We had pizza with some chicken strips, some chips, and some garlic bread. And we also bought ourselves a bar of chocolate pudding. It's currently 7 p.m. and it's 3 days before the end of our financial year end, and James and I have been working on a really big project that we set ourselves a deadline at the end of the financial year to get done, and so we were doing this until 9 p.m. last night. It's 7 o'clock now. We're gonna give ourselves till 9 o'clock tonight to work on it, to see if we can get it done. We basically have to go through and get in touch with every single client personally, contact every client personally, prepare statements of account, and it's just a really, really big piece of work, and it's gonna be worth it. It's part of our business growth, and it incorporates lots and lots of different reasons, and it brings lots and lots of positive change. But it's a massive pain in the butt. And so we're working really, really hard to contact every single client. We recently hit 450 clients, and how many have we got to go? 332, which it doesn't sound like we've got through a lot, but it's been a huge amount of work. So we're gonna get our heads down for 2 hours to get some of this done. So you can come behind the scenes. I'm literally on YouTube right now searching for a badass woman playlist so that me and James can It's for the best and you know why. You gotta leave me here tonight. What's happening here?
What's happening here? You could have please for all I know.
Do you keep reminding her that she has a home to go to and that she doesn't belong to us? And we keep opening the door but she won't leave, so... Yeah, talking about you, girly. Good morning, everybody. Tinkerbell's back. I literally have intentionally closed all of the doors this morning so that she wouldn't come in, because having had a cat before, my worst nightmare was somebody else letting her in, but we literally cannot keep her out. So she's here. So it is Wednesday, it's already 10 o'clock. I have been at my desk having meetings since 8. James and I actually got up at 5:30, and we're doing lots and lots of the long-term projects that we need to get finished in the next 2 days done as well. So I've been on back-to-back meetings. I have an hour break now to get my head down, clear some emails, do some follow-up work from the meetings that I've just had, and then I've got another meeting at 11. So I do a lot of work with businesses who are looking to scale, looking to grow, looking to get funding. And so we actually have a client that is potentially... Here's to the good days, here's to the sorrows. This is a mistake, so I'm gonna get my head down. I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make it stop. Maybe it's something in the... What time is it, James?
Lunchtime!
Lunchtime! We just had a little podder down the down the park to the shop. We got a little meal deal each. James got 17 million sandwiches and a sausage roll. No, sandwiches and a pastry and some crisps. And I got a sandwich, crisps and a chocolate bar. We still can't get rid of this little puss.
No, it's gonna hurt, but not as much as this does.
Alrighty, so it is 10 to 1. Me and James just sat and had some lunch together. We ate some food and then scrolled on our phones for a little while. We actually forgot to bring Monopoly Deal on a holiday, and if you are a long-term subscriber, you know that. We actually realised, what was it, 2 hours into the car journey? We realised about 2 hours into the car journey that we'd forgot it, and like very seriously debated turning around to get Monopoly Deal, because I've got 10 minutes until my mentoring session. So I work with people who would like to start and scale their own accountancy practice, people who already have an accountancy practice but want to scale or grow, people who want to become an accountant and just want a mentor to work with to progress their career or review their CV or help them to go for a promotion. And so I've got some mentoring on this afternoon, and before I get stuck in, I prepped for it during monk mode this morning, so I'm all good to go. But in the meantime, I actually have a couple of emails to respond to, because we're like fast approaching the end of the tax year, and so that means that I'm in demand for like speaking events, speaking engagement. A lot of the big accountancy shows that are on this year are sort of getting everybody lined up for the summer, and so I've actually just had an email that I need to respond to all about. I'm actually speaking on the main stage at the Digital Accountancy Show this year, all about how we have grown and scaled our practice, how we retain staff, and how we're addressing lots and lots of recruitment shortages that people are facing at the moment. I'm also speaking at another event on the same day, so it's the Digital Accountancy Show, but it's the fireside chat. So me and Aaron, you guys all know and love Aaron, are doing a fireside chat all about how we use social media to grow and scale our businesses. So really, really excited for that. If you are an accountant, if you are considering a career in accountancy, the Digital Accountancy Show is the place to be. I am a little bit biased because I'm going to be there, but it really is fantastic. They've got an amazing lineup. Very excited for that. So I just need to ping back a couple of emails to get some meetings booked in, send a confirmation that I'm happy to speak, would like to speak, and get the show on the road. So I'm just going to respond to a couple of emails, then get my head down and head on to the mentoring. So I'll see you guys in a little bit.
I know about tomorrow. I don't wanna fight no more, cause I don't feel the need no more, no. Just wanna make.
Okay, so I've just got off from my mentoring call, and I just love mentoring so much. I literally just... it's just so good, it's so rewarding. Like today I've been working with this particular mentee for, I think it's literally only been 4 weeks, and in those 4 weeks we've taken her with like a concept, an idea of wanting to start her own accountancy practice, all the way through to today when we're actually mapping out exactly what her workflow is going to look like. So every single like external action that happens, what her internal reaction is, has she got a process for it, does she have a template, like template responses, how is she going to quote for things, like actually building out that workflow of exactly what the inside of her business is going to look like, and it's amazing. So sending her off with lots and lots of homework and things to do. I come out of that 1 hour meeting with 27 emails. I'm just going to spend some time, send the follow-up. I always try and send like follow-ups to mentees after sessions to just capture everything that we've spoken about, any actions that I need to take as a result of that, and then also send homework for the coming week so that everybody's like getting like maximum value out of the sessions. I'm gonna get my head down, have a look at a couple of bits, clear my inbox, send some follow-up stuff, and then get the show on the road. So let's go.
But not as much as this does, so baby, bye.
Just had a little break, just running through my emails now, and then I am now going to spend some time trying to finalise the newsletter. So we are approaching the end of the tax year. End of every month we send a newsletter out to our clients, and so I'm just putting some final touches to the newsletter, which is going out tomorrow. Our newsletter goes out to clients and people on our mailing list, so if you are a client, you can expect to receive it. If you are not a client but you'd like to receive our newsletter, you can actually sign up to our mailing list using the link in the description of this video. We would love to have you. I feel like no one's currently listening to me because they're all watching James. play with the cat. Cool, so I'm just gonna make some final amendments to our newsletter, and you guys can come see behind the scenes.
But not as much as this does, so baby bye. It's for the best and you know why.
Okay, it's now 5 to 4. Finalise the newsletter for tomorrow. I was just thinking actually that it's something that I don't know if it might surprise people that like I do myself, or that James and I do ourselves, and I think it's something that maybe other people might have considered outsourcing by now, just like down to our workload and brain capacity being elsewhere. But we've always found that I think people can tell that it's you, and specifically for me and James, like we both have quite like a certain like writing style and a way of communicating with people, and especially when you work in an industry that's so heavily like knowledge based, like nearly the whole newsletter was all about the new tax year, things that you can do to like get off on the right foot, reminding people of their deadlines and their allowances and what's going to be really great for them this year versus last year. And I just think, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think those things are quite hard to outsource sometimes, and so we really love doing them ourselves and really make sure that we're keeping in touch with every single client every month. That is a great way to do that, and so it does come from us every month. I've got 5 minutes now. I'm just going on to a webinar? I'm just going on to a meeting which is in preparation for a webinar that I'm doing. Yes, I am collaborating with a couple of people in the industry to run an event all about making tax digital for VAT later in the month. It's being sponsored by a couple of really cool people as well, and so I am jumping on to a call just to chat to the people that are running the webinar about who I am, what I do, how I can contribute to the webinar, what experience I can bring. Everybody else on the webinar actually comes from like top 100, so very happy to have been invited onto this webinar. Yeah, so I'm going to hop onto that webinar. That was something else I wanted to talk about. I also, after I finished the newsletter piece, I also just pulled together some data to do a mail merge, so that we are getting in touch with every single client for the year end to request a couple of bits of information, and again like notify the client of the big sort of like internal business projects that we have been running for the last couple of weeks. So I've just got all of the data ready for that, so that when James is off his calls we can run through it again, get approval, and actually contact every single client to let them know all about lots of exciting changes that are taking place within the business ahead of tax year, and actually just inviting people to chat to us if they have anything with the new tax year that they'd like to talk about. So I'm just going to jump into this meeting, and I'll see you guys in a sec.
To say bye, baby, bye. I'll be, you'll be, yeah, we'll be fine.
Hello! It is 10 to 8. We're still working. We've actually just ordered a curry, so we're going to go and collect our dinner, and office is still set up at the table, so we're literally going to go and get the curry, eat the curry, and then continue working. We've set ourselves like a challenge of how much work we can get done in the next 2 hours, so I'll keep you updated. That's creepy. It's 11:15. This is us on holiday. We're going to watch Netflix in bed, but this workcation is more work than cation right now. I say right now, there's 1 day left of our holiday. It's Thursday, which is the last day of our workcation. We are heading home tomorrow. Got up at 6:30, did a little monk mode in bed, which is where we just clear our inboxes ready for the day. I'm now on chatting to prospective clients for the day, sending out year-end reminders saying happy new financial year. The newsletter goes out today, so lots and lots happening. So I thought you guys would like to come behind the scenes. Let's go. So it's 6 o'clock, it is our final day. We're literally still, James is still working. I'm literally just finished working, and I thought I'd come and chat for a little bit. So this is the first time we've ever done a workcation. I don't even know if that's the right word for it, because it's not really been much of a cation. There's been a lot of work, and both like reflected on it a little bit last night while we were working, and I said if we did it again, we basically organised this quite last minute. We wanted to, as I said at the beginning of the video, we came to do a couple of personal things at the weekend while we were down here that was really, really exciting. We decided to just extend our stay, and I think on reflection, doing it with greater planning so that we actually block that week out and we spend time working on the business rather than in the business would definitely be a sort of like better use of the headspace that you get from being away. We've actually found that our like day-to-day working routine has not changed at all. We've been working in the business, helping the guys, helping the team, working on this big project that we've been working on all week, which I realise I keep saying like a big project as if it's something really mysterious. It's not. We're just changing our billing method, and we had to get it done by the end of the tax year, which meant that we had to do a lot of things very, very quickly, which we're still trying to do. So literally nothing mysterious, just boring basically. Yes, this is our first time. I don't feel like we've been very good at it. There's been no cation or work, and I feel like we've not utilised, like you just get into a different headspace when you're away. Like something happens in your brain. I don't know if it's the sea, the wind, the air, but like something about being in a different environment just puts you in a different headspace. And I think it was basically because it was a last minute trip. It wasn't planned. We didn't have time to like block out our diaries. We both have work commitments that we couldn't like rearrange or get out of. And so I think in the future we'd do it with more planning involved, block a week out, and actually spend time focusing on future plans for the business, growth for the business, just working on it, not in it. Whereas this week we have been working in it. So I hope this hasn't been a disappointing video, but I think it's very important to share like the behind the scenes stuff, because I try and manage like lots and lots of positivity, which is just who I am as a person, with actually we work very, very hard whilst trying to like dodge bullets between like toxic productivity and like making this seem glamorous. It's not. We do not think it's glamorous. We don't think it's big or clever. And we do look after our mental health, and we do go to therapy. It's important that I tell you that. But I also think it's really important to share these things, because otherwise people see the growth and the success and they think that it comes really easily, and actually it's really hard. So hopefully you guys can come on this journey with us. Maybe we can organise some workations more frequently and try and get better at doing them and like actually rest. And I haven't had a nap all week. I thought I'd be able to like nap and get up late, and it turns out my brain is just not wired for that anymore. I'm just a morning person, I need to accept it. But today is our final night. James and I are heading off. I've actually just interrupted him and said like, can we stop working? We need to get fish and chips. We're going to get some fish and chips tonight. We've been trying to get fish and chips all week, and every single time our plans have been interrupted. We are by the sea, we're going to get fish and chips. I found a little fish and chip shop that's near a harbour, so I think we'll get some fish and chips and sit by the harbour and just watch and see what's going on. But yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with me and coming along this crazy vlog, which has spanned about 4 days. Lots of waffle and probably not particularly exciting content. Yeah, thank you so much for spending some time with us. We're really grateful. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see some more juicy videos like this one, and I hope to see you again very soon.